Havoc. A group of young thieves, Charlie, his girlfriend Mia, and their friends Johnny and Wes, pull off a daring heist by stealing a shipment of washing machines packed with hidden cocaine. As they speed away in a truck, a police narcotics squad led by Detective Vincent gives chase. In a desperate bid to escape, the thieves tip one of the heavy washers of the truck bed and into the path of the pursuing police. The appliance hurtles through a cruiser's windshield, smashing into Detective Cortez and critically injuring him, allowing Charlie and his crew to flee into the night. The same night, Charlie and Mia attempt to repay a debt to local crime boss Sui by delivering the stolen cocaine to him. Mia previously stole Sui's car and he forced her to work off the debt, which led to this heist. As they meet Sui in his hideout, a gang of masked assailants suddenly storms in. Gunfire erupts as the hit squad brutally guns down Sui and his enforcers, turning the hideout into a bloodbath. Charlie and Mia barely escape the massacre with their lives. Unbeknownst to them, the masked gunmen are working for Ching, Sui's own lieutenant, who slipped away moments before the attack. It becomes clear that Ching orchestrated this deadly betrayal to eliminate Sui and steal the cocaine for himself. Detective Pat Walker teams up with Officer Ellie as they investigate the brutal underworld plot. Patrick Walker is introduced as a hardened homicide detective called to investigate the gruesome aftermath of the hideout shootout. Walker is rough around the edges, estranged from his family, and not above corruption. In fact, he is secretly on the payroll of real estate mogul and mayoral candidate Lawrence Beaumont. Lawrence has a personal stake in this case. Charlie is his estranged son, now accused of murdering Sui during the botched drug deal. Fearing for his son's life and his own reputation, Lawrence orders Walker to find Charlie and keep him safe at all costs. Walker reluctantly agrees and begins scouring the city's underworld for leads, joined by his new partner Ellie. Ellie is an idealistic rookie, and her principled approach contrasts with Walker's morally compromised methods. Walker even visits the badly wounded Cortez in the hospital, a reminder that he once ran with Vincent's corrupt narcotics squad himself. Walker broke away from those crooked cops after a past incident. Vincent accidentally killed an undercover officer during a job, causing bad blood between him and his former teammates. Now Walker races against time to track down Charlie and Mia before either the vengeful triads or the rogue cops get to them first. Meanwhile, news of Sui's death reaches his family. Sui's mother, an iron-fisted triad matriarch known as Mother, arrives in the city, devastated and enraged. At the crime scene, Mother confronts Sui's second-in-command, Ching, demanding to know who murdered her son. Ching deceitfully blames Charlie and Mia, hiding his own role in the plot. In a display of ruthless fury, Mother executes Ching's bodyguards on the spot, then presses the pistol to Ching's head, warning him that Charlie will pay for the crime. Believing Ching's lie, Mother swears vengeance. She swiftly targets someone she knows can lead her to Charlie, his father, Lawrence. Mother's thugs ambush Lawrence's mayoral motorcade and kidnap him off the street. Now holding Lawrence hostage, Mother intends to draw Charlie out or punish the Beaumont family for what happened to Sui. Unaware of these developments, Walker closes in on Charlie and Mia's trail. He discovers that Mia's uncle, Raul, has been preparing fake passports to help the young couple flee the country. Using this knowledge, Walker coerces Raul into setting a trap, lure Charlie and Mia to pick up the passports at a nightclub called the Medusa Club. That evening, the club becomes the convergence point for all the major players. Charlie and Mia arrive warily to meet Raul and retrieve the passports, desperate to escape the city. Walker is there undercover, ready to grab the duo and spirit them to safety. However, multiple forces collide before that can happen. Vincent and two other corrupt detectives, Hayes and Jake, also track the group to the club and barge in with guns drawn. The moment Mia sees Detective Vincent, she realizes he was one of the masked assassins who killed Sui, the true culprit behind the crime Charlie is accused of. Almost simultaneously, triad foot soldiers sent by Mother storm the nightclub, intent on capturing Charlie and Mia themselves. Raul also brings Charlie's friends, Johnny and Wes, for backup. The nightclub erupts into a three-way free-for-all. Walker and the young couple versus Vincent's crooked cops versus Mother's hit squad. A massive brawl and shootout erupts across the club's dance floor and mezzanine. Walker and Mia fight side by side through the crowd, using anything at hand as weapons. The fight is ferocious and gory. Limbs are hacked off and skulls are shattered. Raul, armed with a gun, mows down several triad thugs to defend his niece. The chaos results in heavy casualties on all sides. Detective Hayes, Raul, Johnny, and Wes are all killed in the crossfire, along with many triad gangsters. By the end, Walker manages to shoot his way out of the club with Mia and a badly wounded Charlie. They narrowly escape before Vincent or the triads can catch them. In the aftermath, Walker tends to Charlie's wound and pieces together the truth. He realizes Vincent and his cop accomplices were never trying to arrest Charlie. Their goal was to steal the cocaine for themselves. Vincent had been working with Ching from the start. Ching had a buyer lined up for the drugs and resented Sui for being chosen as triad leader. So he conspired with Vincent's crew to eliminate him. The entire bloody chain of events was driven by Ching's betrayal and Vincent's greed. To cover his tracks, Ching sneaks into the hospital and kills the bedridden Cortez and his wife. However, Ellie had been dispatched by Walker to safeguard Cortez and manages to chase down and capture Ching in the hospital corridor. Walker hides Charlie and Mia in his late father's old fishing cabin outside the city. On Christmas morning, he calls Lawrence to tell him Charlie is alive, unknowingly giving away their location. Mother, still holding Lawrence captive, intercepts the message. Soon, armed triads surround the cabin and launch an assault. A fierce gunfight explodes as Walker, Mia, and Charlie defend the cabin. Amid the battle, an elite triad assassin engages Walker in brutal hand-to-hand combat. Walker ultimately kills her using a fishing harpoon, but he is badly injured. Meanwhile, Charlie and Mia are captured by the remaining triads. Mother arrives, dragging the bound Lawrence with her. She forces Lawrence to prove his loyalty by executing Mia. Charlie throws himself in front of Mia. Lawrence cannot go through with it. At that moment, Ellie arrives with Ching and the corrupt detectives Vincent and Jake in custody. She exposes the truth to Mother that Ching betrayed Sui. The revelation causes chaos. Jake breaks free and fires at Charlie, but Lawrence sacrifices himself to shield his son. Charlie, enraged, kills Jake. Ching betrays Mother and her bodyguards, killing her in the chaos. He also shoots Vincent, but Vincent manages to kill Ching before collapsing. Vincent, wounded, tries to escape with the cocaine. Walker pursues him to a rail yard. The two duel by moonlight. Vincent shoots Walker, but Walker fatally wounds Vincent. The final conspirator dies, ending the night of violence. As police arrive, Ellie lets Charlie and Mia escape, believing they deserve a second chance. She finds Walker alive but gravely wounded. Walker tells Ellie to arrest him, but she refuses, moved by his redemption. As dawn breaks, Walker remains seated beside the track, fate uncertain.